Now let us start this averages chapter. See students, averages is also one of the very important chapters for you, which is very much useful for us to solve data interpretation questions. Alright. Anyway, there are some questions directly from averages chapter in many competitive exams. Indirectly, this averages can be used for data interpretation. For that matter, in data interpretation, to solve these questions, you must be thorough with the simplification, first one. Next one is approximation and rounding off. Third one is percentages. Next one is averages. Next one is ratio and proportion. If you are thorough with these topics, I'll tell you how magically you can solve data interpretation questions. I'll give you the best out of best shortcuts to go for this one. But meanwhile, let us go for this averages chapter. Averages is a very simple chapter. Simply, averages, or we can take it as arithmetic mean, both are okay. Right, that should be taken as averages is equal to sum of the, right, sum of the items, given items or findings divided by number of items is called average, whatever it may be, right? Sum of the items divided by number of items should be taken as average. For example, let us start with a small example. We need to find out, for example, average of three findings. The first finding is 20, second is 25, third one is 30. What is the average of these three? Simply, average is a sum of the items 20 plus 25 plus 30 divided by number of items 1, 2, 3. So that is 3. It should be, this is 45 plus 30, 75 divided by 3. We can easily say average of these 3 is 25. Got the idea? Now let us learn some important things about average. After that, we'll move on to some questions. Let us start with basic level questions first. Slowly or gradually, I'm going to increase the standard. Always remember, while finding out the average of these three must be somewhere between the smallest one of the given findings and the largest or the greatest one. Somewhere between smallest and the largest. So I can conclude that average should be greater than the smallest finding and less than the greatest or the largest finding. In any case, it is possible. That is one very important thing. And another one, suppose if one of the findings is 0, how to take the average of this one? Even though 0 does not have any value, you need to count 0 as one of the items. Remember this one. We cannot eliminate this one. For example, if they want us to find out the average of 20, let's take one more number, 26, 30 and 0. What is the average of these four? While finding out average of these four, sum of the numbers, sum of the given items, that is 20 plus 26 plus 30, don't ignore 0, plus 0. Of course, 0 does not have any value, but for our simplification purpose, we must add a 0 divided by, while going for the number of items, it's very important to count 0 as one of the entities. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I should take this one as 4 items. Now, it is 46 plus 30, 76 by 4. Now, here it should be equal to 19. This is another important thing about averages. Alright, suppose if all the given numbers are equal, given findings are equal, what is the average means? The average should be equal to the same number. Alright, let us move on to some questions where we can discuss some more properties of averages. One by one we will go for. After that, we'll go for some shortcuts as and when it is required and which are useful for competitive exams. Now with these findings, you can very easily say when average is equal to sum of the items divided by number of the items, we can very easily say sum of the items is equal to, items are findings, right, is equal to average into number of items. Remember, this is also very important for you, right? Sum of the items is equal to average into number of items. Now let us work out some examples on these things. Start with a small example here. What is the average of, for example, a small one we will take. What is the average of first 5 multiples of number 5? What is the average of this one? Obviously, average is equal to sum of the items divided by number of the items. Now very clearly, first you just take first 5 multiples of number 5. What are the first 5 multiples of number 5? That is, first multiple of 5 is 5, followed by 10, then 15, then 20, then 25. Now my answer should be average of these 5 means sum of the items 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 divided by number of items is 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it should be 5. I can get this one as 45, then 50, 50, 75. 75 divided by, this is 5. I can get it as 15. But mathematically, you need not do in this way. Of course, up to this extent it is okay. Average is equal to sum of the items divided by number of items. But you need not find in this way. Simply you can say, since 5 is common for all the multiples of 5, I can take in this way 5 into first multiple of 5. That is 1. 5 into 1, 5. So I'm taking 5 as the common. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Now I can say 9, 10, 12 plus 3. This is 15, of course, divided by 5. Now simply I can say 5 into, add up all these things, 15 divided by 5. Of course, my average is 15. Mathematically, simply you can do in this way. Just for your understanding, I have given in this way. All right. First 5 multiples of 5. All these are multiples. Add it up. Sum of the items divided by number of the items. So you can do alternatively in this way. So your answer is going to be 15. Hope you got the idea. Now move on to the next question. Here the question is, the average of 7 consecutive numbers is 33. What are the smallest and largest numbers among them is the question. You can do it very, very simply. Average of 7 consecutive numbers. What are those 7 consecutive numbers? Any 7 numbers. Any 7 numbers which should be consecutive in order, right? Then what are the smallest and the largest numbers? We can very easily say, we will solve this question with the algebra. Now let us take the first number as x. All right. Then all 7 are consecutive numbers. For that reason, second number should be x plus 1 and so on. And the last number should be x plus 6 because I have to take only 7 consecutive numbers. Started with x plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 6. Now they have given average of 7 consecutive numbers is 33. Now average is equal to simply sum of the items divided by number of items. What do you mean by sum of the items? That is x plus 1 plus x plus 2 plus x plus 3 and so on till x plus 6 divided by number of items is 7 should be equal to 33, right? If you add it up, you will get 7x plus 21 divided by 7 is 33. Now take 7 as the common. If you take 7 as common, 7 x plus 3 divided by 7 should be equal to 33. Now you can very easily say x is equal to 30. What do you mean by this one? The smallest number, when x is equal to 30, the smallest number is 30. Here, smallest number is 30, and the largest number should be x plus 6. 30 plus 6. Now the largest number should be 36. As simple as this one. Hope you got the idea. Now move on to the next one. Now we can solve this question. The simple logic. It's a very small question. The average of three numbers is 23. Any three numbers, whatever it may be. Average of three numbers is 23. If two of those numbers are 15 and 33, what is the third number? What is the other number they are asking, right? Now simply, when they have given average of three numbers is 23. What do you mean by this one? When average of three numbers is 23, obviously we can conclude that sum of those three numbers, sum of these three numbers should be equal to 23 into 3. Remember this one. For beginners, it is very important. When they have given average of three numbers is 23, automatically sum of the three numbers should be equal to 23 into 3, right? This will become sum. Now, sum should be 69. Now, very clearly, sum of the three numbers is 69. Two of those three numbers are 15 and 33. Obviously, I can say the third number should be 69 minus this 15 plus 33. Just do this one. You will get 69 minus this is 48. 69 minus 48. My answer is going to be 21. So you have to go for the questions in this way. Now here, you need not take anything as x here. Without taking anything as x, directly you can get the answer in this way. Average of three numbers is 23. That means sum of the three numbers is 23 into 3. Remember, sum of the numbers is equal to average into number of items. So that should be 69. Now when two numbers are 15 and 33, what should be the third number? That should be 69 minus sum of these two. You will get 21 as the right answer. Alright, don't take anything x. If you take x, what is the procedure there? If you take x, one number is 15 plus other number is 33. The one more number which is there, which should be found out, should be taken as x divided by sum of the numbers divided by number of numbers, number of items should be equal to, this is given as 23. You have to do in this way with the help of x. But this is going to be very important for you. When they have given average of three numbers is 23, obviously sum of the three numbers should be 23 into 3. That should be 69. Remember